Hey there, everyone. It's me, Cynthia. Um, my third tip is movement. And the first one was a mantra. Anything that stands in the way of the healing and joy in this moment, I delete, I uncreate, I destroy, and I reject it all. That's a big mantra that I use. That's different from processing, like when you're tapping. For those of you who understand tapping, um, there's a time and place for processing our emotions. But when I do the mantra, it's really just to put me in a state and get me focused and clear the energy for what I'm doing in that moment. And so the mantras is in no particular order, but it was my first tip. The second tip is music therapy. And my third tip is movement. And movement is a huge part of my life and everything I do. It always has been. As a small child, I intuitively walked every day. I would set my clock and walk for whatever reason, but it was something that a practice that I've done the majority of my life, and dance and body work. But what as far as this video and as far as my tip, what I have found is whenever I get up and I move, it could be cleaning the house, it could be doing yard work, it could be just taking a walk in the neighborhood, walking my dog, going to the gym, hiking, um, anything I can think of, just, moving around, going up and down the stairs, walking around the house. Um, but if I'm in a business, if I'm going shopping, I will play music in part of my Bluetooth, and I'll walk and I kind of move with the music subtly, a little bit subtle, but sometimes a little, depending on my mood. But when you incorporate the movement and realize that the earth is constantly moving, and we're constantly moving, the planets are moving, we're moving, and so it only makes sense for us to be in movement as much as possible, except for when we're sleeping and resting. But you know when we were hunter gatherers, we moved a lot and then we rest. We moved a lot and then we rest. We saved a lot of our energy for flight or fight, but we were always doing physical things. And now that times have changed and we're not as, we don't move around as much. A lot of times we only have certain times that we're physical. But what I have found through my life and from my experience that, um, yes, being still is so important. And that is, crucial in life, is being still. But movement is just as equally important. Um, and it is healing, and um, it keeps your energy moving. It keeps the energy flowing around you. It keeps, you know, the cycle moving and, healthy. When we're too sedentary, we're too stagnant, our energy becomes stagnant. Our systems in our body are the movement in the joints, the fluid hardens, and the different types of materials and tissues in our bodies get dry and harden and tighten. So we want to stay in movement. And when you move, and you move with music, and you move with mantra, and you move with purpose, and you move with intention, and you move with love, and you move with joy, it just, triples the healing effect for you and everyone around you. And it makes you feel good, um, most of the time. And if you're not feeling well and if you're sick, like I said, there's a time and place for everything. It's all about balance. But the minute I wake up in the morning, I jump up and I just am like, okay, I'm gonna move with joy and love and with, healing intention and focus. And that's how I start my day. And as soon as I can, I start playing music and I get into movement, um, to get moving. And then I take a little break and then I get back into movement again. So there's my tip for today. Today, my third tip. So um, again, these are not anything extraordinarily unique and new, but in a combination of all of these tips that I am sharing with you, they profoundly have changed my life, and I'm very disciplined with these tips that I do for myself, and they do wonders for me and my life and my ability to focus better because, I do struggle with focus and, past traumas, just like the rest of us. And anyways, that's my latest tip, and I will have more videos to come for the rest of my tips. So I hope you have a wonderful day and keep being you. We just have to try a little bit each day to just improve and help ourselves and help others along the way. Bye.